Okay, there we go. I am not smart today. Oh, they were labeled. I ordered myself a snack and I couldn't tell which one was which, and it was dark in my room because that's how I live. I'm an old person. Also, I just realized I was planning on putting a necklace on it. I never did. But, Why is Mama talking? So we had a very small biological emergency. I apologize. I know that makes us a little late here. I was not looking forward to that. That was not remotely fun at all. Alright. Even though I know when Linux does show up, she's going to interrupt me. Make me give treats to the dog. I'm actually going to give her only a couple right now because she literally just came inside. Okay, maybe not literally just came inside. We were sitting down here for like 2 minutes before I actually started the stream. What's this? Wait, what is it? That's a treat? Does Mama have another one? You want to stay there? Another one. Guys, we're like 18 days away from having fiber internet. Assuming that there are no more issues with USI. Looks like my computer has a Windows update. I don't want to install it. I just don't. We're not going to. But in the meantime, while we are waiting for Linux to get here, we're going to go ahead and get the game started. Right? Alright. Or for Q, for that matter. Q might decide to show up. So, I did start doing some leveling. So we're not sitting in the exact same spot that we were when I quit yesterday. And like I said, it's 100% because I want to make sure that we aren't having too many problems. Now, level 50 is the highest level that we can get right now. I do not hear it. My wireless headset says that it's getting stuff. Did I forget to turn... I forgot to turn my headset off last night. Yeah, please recharge headset med button. There we go. See, so you guys were hearing things and I didn't hear anything. Alright. So, I've already gone through and, like, I was literally just finishing up a loop here.
Don't screw this up.
So, the way that I do these loops in Chapter 3 is I come out of the...
Heard you cleaned up Scrap Boulevard.
Nice job,
Scrap
buddy.
Boulevard. I do that. I come back.
Let's see what he's made of.
Go back in here. And I don't always sprint. Not really, like, I'm not racing or anything.
Won't be tough.
Of course not.
See ya.
My goal is usually to have the rats do the call to arms.
It's over.
Because that means that there are more rats to fight. Which means there's more experience points. And more SP. And whatnot. There there are 2 spots where we have.
That's a win.
That's 1 spot. And then we have some.
Don't hold back.
You got it.
I don't know. To me, they kind of remind me of facehuggers because they do this thing.
There. Take the lead.
Why did that sound like a question, Tifa? As opposed to a statement.
See ya.
That's the way to do it.
We have these
This
3
won't take
guys, and
long.
they can call up. So they're all identified by a letter, so they can go all the way up to H. Somebody needs to do call to arm. Come on. No, that's this class. Up. Nope. Come on.
See ya.
Dang it. Not too fast gonna kill that. Somebody.
It's over. See ya.
Thank you.
Bingo. Come on.
It's over.
There.
See ya.
A couple of run-throughs
That's that.
back. I accidentally, literally punted one of the boxes out of this part of the map. I punted
those
it
gloves up.
way out
Sure
over
thing,
there.
Coach.
And they're all broken. Now we got another couple of base worm things.
This won't take long.
Not at all.
They do tend to like to go for the character that you happen to be playing. So, whoever you are playing is the person they're going to attempt to base hug.
See ya.
Base huggers. So,
Keep those gloves
don't
up.
mind me.
Sure thing, Coach.
Now, eventually here, Tifa's also going to start leveling up faster than Cloud. And one of the nice things with Final Fantasy VII is that the characters who are not with you, although they don't gain new skills
What an
or level materia that's on them, they do gain levels.
Heard you cleaned up Scrap Boulevard.
So there's that.
Searching for candidates.
Alright. So eventually we're going to talk to
Searching for
this
candidates.
buddy. Supposed to talk
Searching
to
for
him right now.
candidates.
But before I do that,
Don't go taking midnight walks.
that's Biggs's. Yeah, that's Biggs' house.
See trouble.
Jesse's house is.
Take a picture, why don't you?
Shut
Got
up.
something to say?
I don't remember where Jesse's. Wedge's place is actually down here,
It's just me, or there
where
must
all
be
these
some-
kitty cats are. Look at all the kitties. Look at all the kitties. There's so many kitties. Very different boat patterns. I don't think even one of. Well, no, I guess there is some repetition. They're all a little bit different. They're really nice looking kitties.
Oh, they're cute.
There's this one dude in the watch.
Apparently, we got a guy who's allergic to kitties.
Get sick of.
Next door.
Not gonna let you sleep with me.
I basically just want to get some.
Our daughter does.
My sister on the plate.
You know, exploration done. Like,
Bad guy.
have you ever
Shut.
Gotta love him for
Can't
who he
text.
is.
I know.
there is. Give me this.
Hey man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it? You like it? You feeling it? Have a copy.
Thank you. I really don't like hip hop, the Chocobo.
Gotta be something in here to eat. Or not.
Probably my least favorite.
Trash.
Look at a puppy. I would like to pet your puppy. This puppy
Come
has
on.
yellow eyes.
Gotta be something in here to eat.
Meryl's puppy has blue eyes.
You will, sir. I was at the Honeybee Inn.
Terrible song is terrible.
Woman of my dreams.
Shops on Culvert Street stock goods you won't
Can't
find
talk to
in
you
more
yet.
reputable establishments.
You guys are never talkable. Oh, I can talk to you.
The vacant lot up ahead is overrun with wild beasts. Best steer clear unless you're looking for trouble. Even if you are, be careful.
I'll have a little chat.
Weird rats. Actually, one of the missions is taking care of some weird rats that are... Apparently they aren't here right now. Cannot pet the puppy. Nope. Gotta pet my own puppy. Bye, by the way. Also, as long as I'm here, we're gonna do this. Hey, quarter punch! One of your favorite people has decided that you get treats. You gonna say hi to Lunix? You gonna come over here and say hi to Lunix? What? What's another gift? Whoa, heavens to Betsy. Yeah? Oh, goodness. Oh, that was too long. I had to get down. That's it. That's it for right now. Your mama gonna get you? Your mama gonna get you? Yeah? Good. Oh, I itch. Why are ankles so difficult to itch? Especially the outside of your ankle? Why'd you gotta lay down? Why'd you gotta lay down? Good girl. I just realized I have some more chicken from my lunch and I don't know where it is. Actually, I think I know where it is. It's not popping to the immediate forefront of my brain. Alright, so there's nothing else to do.
All the items you could want, straight from the...
Just imagine if rich people...
My husband decided to go to the station.
So they
This whole
blew up
place
a
looks
reactor
so much
they-
better than it did on the
And then
PS4.
She's
Alright.
Searching
Also,
for
check this out.
Can you believe how much they
There were... We killed 8 in our very, very, very first run through. So that means that I killed another 215 today.
Gotta stay focused.
It also means that I can get my
check it out.
rewards.
I don't think the number's ever gone that high before. At
Oh,
this
it'll
rate,
go
we
even
won't have
higher,
to worry
yeah.
about monsters ever again. What a thing to
Mhm.
be able to say. Thank you so much. We'll never forget how many bloodthirsty beasts you kept off our streets. Ah, smell that fresh air. That's the smell of a safe and happy town. One you can be proud to call home. Hey there! How's it going? I don't think anyone's ever gonna beat that record of yours. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna go even
Searching
higher.
for candidates.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
Ah, you don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. Sizable weapon. Excellent cardiovascular health and impressive lung capacity. Perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure. An optimal candidate. My name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this as a down payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
I'm not interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies. And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, please return and report to me.
Okay, well, we better put that in Cloud's weapon here. There's no one wearing the... Oh, no, we just got that material. That magic up, rather. And nobody has room. Okay. So the combat analyzer quest is we have to analyze some...
I hear you sell swords. Might want to introduce you.
Gotta admit, the watch.
some enemies and get their stats.
What's gonna happen to Midgar? Oh, apparently it was done by a terrorist.
Can't help but take a little.
You know, the item store's falling.
But first...
Hey there, Tifa. Welcome back. And you, the new mercantile looking for work, right?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw you crack a smile. Well, do the job and you can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help. And the whole rat pack will come running just like that.
All the items you could want, straight from the place.
Guess I'll go check later.
A friend of mine inspired after.
If you're interested.
You go take care of the were-rat problem.
Let's end this quick.
Not a problem.
It's over. Enough. That's that.
Gotcha.
See ya.
Too late.
Alright, well I didn't see any
I don't see
Doom
any
Rats.
Doom Rats around.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
I forgot to assess the were-rats there. They're so busy killing them.
New loveless music. Some creepy dude.
All the items you could want, straight from the place.
Well, rats too much to handle?
Buff
I'm
drink.
just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats.
Sprinkler
which is nice
soda,
and all, but the job was to
star,
wipe up the Doom Rats.
coffee
No
drink,
biggie. Get back
milk
out there and
cooler.
finish the job, and we're good. Don't look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they show. You'll get them this time for sure.
No. Also, we have a lot more money than we did.
All the items you could want,
Because
straight from the place.
Guess I'll go check.
Gil falls out of dead animals,
If
apparently.
you're interested.
Look, it's a Doom Rat! And it's a whole pack
Coming
of Doom
through.
Rats.
Out of our way.
Wrong button.
Now. Allow me.
Alright. Do I have... Nope. Barrett has the, gold. For ice materia.
Now. Let's finish this. That'll do. Sloppy. It's over. Now.
Bingo. Come on.
No surprises there.
No, it's okay. I'll get back there eventually. There are a few other.
Solid gold.
So try to get some of those. Oop. I'm sorry.
Hello. Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. You're not here to shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Taliger factory. Can't have that kind of trouble around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Taliger factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance. Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Always, 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 if things are on sale and you have the money for it, buy it. Fine. Okay, well, now I have 82 potions, so I guess not always, always, always. We need to start using potions.
So I was at the hunt.
Johnny's not a bad guy.
Not really ready to do the Taliger factory because that's gonna need a lot of fighting. Also a multi-step kind of a quest.
Gonna have to save up for the... Hey! Oh, hey there!
Find some kitties.
Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kinda hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Okay, let me tell you all about them. They have long arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food. And nice people will give them treats when they ask. And small spaces. Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
I'm looking for cats.
They're friendly, so if you call them, they'll come running. All 3 of them. Find my friends, please.
I don't know any children that small who are quite that articulate.
Next item on the Friends of Freshness agenda.
Hey, Miss Lockhart, who's that guy you're with?
Hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to get a cat to come out. It snatched one of my pastries and scurried in there. Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
Nope. Never. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
This sucks.
Come on, Cloud. Just because you're not on the best of terms with our feline friends doesn't mean anything. Can't actually climb that one. Oh, I can go up on that. Can I skip?
I was gonna jump on that empty room at Stargazer Heights, but someone beat me to it.
Yeah, me. I guess technically Tifa. Can I talk to you again?
For the love of... I'm sick and tired of chasing this little guy around.
Oh, too bad.
You know, the item store is falling on another day.
I could have gone into the item store. I just literally walked past the item store.
Did you hear that?
Time to strut your stuff!
Huh? Oh, also.
Yes.
While I'm thinking.
It's like they
I mean, I'll have time. Oh, I can't go that way.
Okay. Last I knew, he was.
I know there's a way to get back there.
Haven't heard from him since it blew.
There's no better way to
Who
unwind
is
after a hard day's work.
training that hard? Do
None of
what?
the trains are running.
Probably.
You won't
Oh.
get the best of me!
It's like they don't even care a reactor blew up. Hope he's okay. Last I knew, he was posted in Reactor 1.
I have never noticed that
You
before.
can't hide forever at one.
Come on,
I was
give me
supposed to be
a...
never should
Wait,
have moved after
did you...
all. Not anymore.
No wonder they keep running away from him. He keeps bipping them in the face. You can't bip a cat in the face like that. Alright, so that's the cats.
Have you ever tried safe personal space, man? Respect it.
Thinking I might join in one of those Walmart.
But didn't she?
I could have just ported back here, but I'm dumb.
What? They ran away? So, I'm never gonna see them again? You guys! You came back! They said that a scary man was chasing them. Thank you!
Yay for HP and MP being fully restored.
Could be you found your calling.
Was alright, I guess.
Think of each job as an opportunity. Not to make money, but to build connections.
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
No. Oh boy.
Oh, Barrett should have finished collecting his share of the money by
No,
now.
we're not
So what do
going
you
to
wanna
talk
do?
to Barry.
Head back to the bar?
Lots of girls who live
Oh.
here have the potential to become big, big stars.
I swear.
I've been told the sewage smell's gotten much worse. What's the big sword for?
What's the big sword for? Killing bad guys.
It's so bad. We might have to close up shop. No matter your needs or your budget.
Finally managed to get those Doom.
Still one of my favorite games
Thanks,
ever.
guys. You're the greatest. We're so dead in here, I thought I might have to close
Every
up shop
version
for
of
good.
Final Fantasy VII.
Hey, got an idea. Hear me out.
Oh, okay, most
The guy who
versions.
took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop. Well, what do you
No.
say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Talk you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listen. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
Yeah.
I've never actually played nine. With the exception of the, like,
Seventh heaven.
the very, very opening where you have to do the play. And I only did that to prove to somebody who was having a hard time that it wasn't as hard as he was making it seem. Oh, not no, yes. That's it. And I continue my streak of not being able to press the right buttons when I want to.
People are counting on
I played like half of 8.
Something's wrong.
No.
Let's check it out.
No. No, we're not checking that out.
Me and my partner.
This is like my 4th playthrough, but the first one
Might be a good idea to
for streaming.
Not gonna let you.
Well, I guess I technically tagged it on to the end of one stream, or as an in-between, but it wasn't a full stream.
Hey, the area around the old...
Step back. Factory's off limits. Drakes have
No,
been
you're going to
spotted
let me
inside.
through.
Huh? Wait a minute.
Let me through.
Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things.
No.
Are you? In that case, be my
Cloud is
guest.
here to take care of.
We believe there's at
That's
least
me.
2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all. Reports said the drakes looked like they were nesting. Need you to clear them out before they breed.
Not a problem. I did not try to talk to you that second. Oh, what are you getting trained to do next? That was silly. Way to go, Faye. You didn't even need that. And up. That. I'm not going to bash those because right now I don't need the possible shards. Specifically of Mako shards. Nope.
I got this. There's no escape. Gonna go back.
Email stuff isn't that bad unless the people that you're talking to
Not bad.
via email are bad at telling you what they want. Yeah, I like that's what I like about being a Teams watcher, is the not being on phone call. I don't take phone calls anymore.
Let's end this quick.
You're all dead? No? What are you doing on the wall? No, I don't want your poison.
Enough.
Would kill for a shower.
You know, I mean, we get tickets that are sent in via email, and it'll just be, can't log in. We have like 10 domains, and I don't know how many programs, so that's not helpful. Can't log in is not a helpful descriptor. It doesn't tell me anything about what your problem is.
Piece of cake.
That's right, I don't have any PP yet.
Best do it right.
I don't have any wind materia. Wrong button.
No surprises there.
That should be enough intel for the kid.
No. Because then I would have to come back and do all of this all over.
Don't hold back.
You got it.
Hey now.
So long. Nothing to it.
No, that's okay. And that's just it, like... Is it the aperture? Is it not recording? Is it not... Are you not seeing a picture? Is the light not working? What about your camera isn't working? Is it not providing the date and time? Is it blinking 12 p.m.? I guess technically it usually blinks 12 a.m.
Let's end this quick.
Not a problem. Give me your best shot.
Enough.
Oh, doggone it. No, Tifa, Tifa. Thank you.
It's over. That it?
Yes, that's it. Well, no, I can see that there's a little green light.
Give him hell.
But it's so much more frustrating. And the worst part when I'm doing, you know, when I'm either looking at our open tickets or if I'm helping people out on teams and I happen to look at the ticket that they're talking about, is the lack of no callback phone number, no information about the user. Where was I supposed to turn this in?
Don't take your eyes off.
You ever take a stroll down?
Hey, this looks like
Got rid of those drakes in the factory, did ya? What a relief. I can't wait to give my regulars the good news. You're the real deal, all right. Keep it up, and I can see you going far as a merc in this town. I've worked with my fair share over the years, so believe me when I say that I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you're needed over at the Pillar. Apparently another flying bastard stirring up trouble. Bet you can't get enough of this, huh?
well,
No, I get it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living. May not know you, but I know a man who's found his calling when I see one. Keep at it. I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by when you're in the neighborhood, huh? Welcome! I'm always getting in new stuff to keep up with the latest trends. You won't be disappointed. Always a pleasure. Oh, you look into that other gig yet? If you're planning to, might want to buy some extra supplies first.
I just did. I'm going.
Shops on Culvert
Those
Street.
disgusting vermin deserved what they got. So I was at the Honeybee Inn and I met this incredible girl.
Stay away from me! Damn it.
Hold it!
Did not want to do this first.
Settle down now.
Oh, Johnny.
get off me, assholes! I didn't do shit!
Shut up, punk!
Or what, huh? Screw you!
It is so funny playing this game.
Somebody went and stole some blastinated from a Shinra warehouse. So public security started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we do. But he has his suspicions. And he's a talker. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go alone.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
It's the least I can do. Lead on.
Thanks. Come on.
I really didn't want to do this first.
I'm glad we no longer have a rat problem.
I'd love to help, but you know.
And they come in and act like they own.
What the hell, man? You trying to break my arm? Dragging me through the street like this is... Ow! Cruel and unusual punishment!
Shut your mouth and keep walking.
Come on.
or else.
Let's get a closer look.
Guys, is this any way to treat a model citizen of Midgar?
Model citizens don't steal blasting, Agent. So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs?
Huh? You've got it all wrong. I've never gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse. Jess, she jacked my ID.
Your ID was never logged, dumbass. Would have never gotten you inside a Shinra installation in the first place. But don't you worry. We'll take all the time we need to help you get your story straight.
I swear. All he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something out.
That's a nonsense. Distract the ossifers, huh?
Let him go.
Hmm? Who are you? The cavalry?
Huh? Is that who I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me! Ow!
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing?
Here we go.
That's that. Allow me. Enough. It's over. I got your number.
He just used a potion. How fair is that? That's not fair.
Enough. Too bad.
Bring it!
So...
I apparently have a pair of flies.
Anybody Grab Johnny so we can get out of here.
Anybody want them?
Well, what now?
He's a talker.
Huh? Whoa. Whoa!
No!
You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
You want to live? Then get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss! You ain't never gonna see my face again! I swear!
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
And them?
No more. Cloud, you're scaring me.
Yeah,
We need to go
PTSD will
before they wake up.
fuck with your ability to emote. Either makes you hyper emotive or kind of.
I'm worried about Johnny.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Right.
What?
It's just... You've really changed.
Yes.
How?
I suppose it's... Yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
Cold?
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
I remember. So, what do you want to do now? Head back to the bar, or do you want to tackle another job or two?
We are going to sit our butts down for a second. And then we're gonna go take on the other thing in the Trafalgar factory. Which should give us an opportunity to... Wait, I actually have to scan anything in there? I think I might have already scanned everything there. Except for the last critter.
What's going on? My sister on the plate, they were saying there's you never know.
And after we do this, we'll go back and talk to what's his name. Who'll give us a quest to go.
I'm sorry, but it's outside our jurisdiction.
Show some spine!
Yes, sir! Ma'am, if you don't leave at once, I will be forced to arrest you.
Oh, yeah? Go ahead! Tifa, you won't believe this. A cerulean drake flew in from the train graveyard, but these two clowns refused to get out their butts and do anything about it. Hey, is that... It is you, the new merc. Then maybe you can help us out. The Drake is in the old telegraph factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key. You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget which. Just smash them all.
Uh-huh.
Recently, a rather aggressive monster from the train
You working?
took up residence nearby.
Yep.
Everyone in the immediate area should exercise caution.
Mesh. Moogle metal. The last time I played through this game, which was basically right after the first time that I played through the game, I actually...
They're nothing.
Compared to us, at least.
Farmed Moogle metals in this early part of the game.
Would kill for a shower.
Really? Prove it. Yeah, there are bugs.
If this is what you want.
Come down here.
That's that. You're good at this.
Told you so.
Potion. Good lord, we're gonna have to start selling potions. Ah! Security card.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
Here it comes.
Bring it on.
Here, rat.
Gotcha.
Play.
Enough.
Yes, I know I'm standing right next to where I need to be,
Sure thing, Coach.
but we're not going through there. Is there nothing in this one? Ah, all the potions. Those boxes. Smash. Smashy, smashy.
No turning back.
That hit.
Best do it right.
Fortunately, I do not have wind.
Nothing to it.
That wasn't so bad. Sure, why not?
This really isn't a good time. What was that? Do your job.
Yes, sir.
Pest control is not our responsibility, so stop asking. My duty is to protect Shinra's interests, and that is all. Move along, citizen.
I'm on duty.
Don't fraternize with civilians.
Yes, sir. You will respect my authority, or else I'll give you what for.
Poor
I'm on
kid.
duty.
Don't fraternize with civilians.
Yes, sir.
And there he is. I knew you were the right man for the job. There's no denying you're the real deal. Not like these idiots with their excuses. Rather have one of you than 20 of them.
They're just doing their jobs. Can't expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly is it you're trying to say, Merc?
You need people who can follow orders, too.
I see now. Heard you were ex-Shinra. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies. Me, I'm just looking out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. We can take care of this town ourselves. No more Mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
Uh-huh.
I'll bet a lot of people are talking about you right now. There's this amazing merc who can handle anything.
Nothing I've done around here has been all that special, though.
Oh, so you want more of a challenge, huh?
Yeah, give me a second. We're getting there. Time to go get that challenging
If the
job.
planet's a living being, we should.
You're a real one-man army.
Yes, one-man army. That's Cloud.
Thinking I might join in one.
Sort of.
I told Dad we're getting married.
Thought I'd become a junior. Theories in the mind.
We need to think of a way.
Are you ready for more, son?
First Chadley.
Cloud, you were the first to gather the data I requested. Here is the rest of your payment. I have developed new materia. Would you like to see it?
Sure. I don't care. I really do not need a second success. I will take the cure. I know it's an auto cure, but that's neither here.
I plan to develop more materia in the future. Together, we can harness enough power to take down Shinra. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you will assist me in completing.
Yeah, I'm already kind of almost done with some of them. Thanks.
I get it now. You're kind of like an exterminator.
I am not an exterminator. Elements. Well, I need to get ice. Abilities. Stagger 15 enemies. Funny thing is that some of these take way longer than they should because of the way I play the game. I have more points, and technically you do get enough points to level everything. But I want to focus on the stuff that I want first. Oh, I don't have enough SP left.
A certain shopkeeper told me you paid him a visit. Thanks for helping him out. Just so happens there's another job I'd like to offer you. Now that I know you can handle yourself in a fight. We've got a real killer on the loose, you see. A rabid catch dog. Maybe you've heard people talking about it. Shinra gone feral. Last sighting was in Scrap Boulevard. Think you're up to it?
I'll handle it.
You're a lifesaver. Doubt anyone else around here stands a chance. Go get him, bud.
Is there anyone who can chase off that bloodthirsty? Some rabid dog is prowling the boulevard.
Don't get yourself hurt.
Now you'll notice that every other mob is conspicuously missing.
Focus.
Bring it!
No holding back. That's it.
Gotcha!
Allow me.
Oh, and imagine that, it's resistant to cold.
It's on now.
Oh.
Damn it.
It just had this and spread out all the little boxes, didn't it? It even mucked up the boxes over here. There's the third. There should be one more. Where's the other box? Over here.
Hey, over here. Tifa. Hey, Cloud. I drove the Hound into the area up ahead. He's pissed, so make sure you're ready.
Uh-huh.
Coming through.
Out of our way.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
Bring it!
Here it comes. Going in.
Worked up a
Woohoo!
good sweat.
I didn't think I was going to manage to, stagger that.
Took care of the dog, did you? Phew, we owe you one.
Gotta say, I've never seen a Shinra breed like that before. Out of curiosity, when exactly did it show up?
Oh, today. The first reports came in just this morning. Why do you ask? Wait a minute. There's this crazy story about a Shinra research lab hidden right beneath our feet under the slums.
Huh. Really?
Don't say.
That's news to me.
And here I thought you might know something I don't. Well, I guess not.
It's a big organization. Sure, there's lots of secrets I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. You got the bastard. That's good enough for me.
Okay then. That's another solid gig in the books. You know, the whole town is really impressed with what you've done. Keep it up, and you'll have enough work to keep you fed for a lifetime.
All thanks to you.
And don't you forget it.
So where do we get paid? The shop or something?
Yeah, but why don't we head back to the apartments first? Take a quick breather.
Which lesson was that again?
Lesson 1. Got it? Anyway, let's go.
Okay. My teensy baby girl. My not so baby girl, huh?
Is it true that you'll take on any monster?
Oh, now it's bath time for mom, apparently. My teensy baby. You're a good girl, huh? Come up and say hi. But says, not a chance, Mom. Not a chance, Mom. Alright. Think. You catch the flies. Go to catch them flies, please. I suppose we could go take a peek at the shops out by the
Take a picture, why don't
I happened to find it when I was looking for something to wear. It's actually one of my office shirts from when I was working at Regis. I have a dress that's almost identical. It's just basically a longer version of this.
If the planet's a living being, we should be learning more about it.
Good job ridding us of that pest.
The way Gwen talks about you, you're the best thing since Mako.
You're much more reliable than Shinra.
Huh? If you think about it, the reactors
They found out who bombed the reactor.
Yeah, see, okay, so
I can't believe they stopped.
I'm gonna get outside of the range of the music here.
I can imagine those stations much better.
So
One sector.
most office jobs require you to wear business casual. Now, my current job, if I go to the office, we're allowed to wear jeans and t-shirts as long as there aren't holes or offensive language or anything on the t-shirt that could be considered offensive. But we're also encouraged to wear business casual. Now, business casual means blouses, dark colored pants. If you aren't wearing dark colored pants, then they cannot be denim, and they must be, you know, corduroy, khaki, linen, cotton, but not denim. You're allowed to wear skirts, dresses, that sort of thing. You're not allowed to wear yoga pants, sweatpants, anything cut above the knee. Or as far as dresses or any kind of legging is concerned. You know, no tennis shoes, no hats, like even beanies. I wouldn't be able to wear a beanie. Definitely would not be allowed to wear like a baseball cap. You know, jewelry and all of that has to be within the realms of being tasteful. No wearing FU kind of jewelry. That sort of thing. So this was one of the shirts that I bought when I was wearing at Regis. I was working at Regis. Wearing it. You can't wear it. Well, I mean, I suppose you could. I mean, they are a hair care and beauty company. So I suppose. Well, tennis shoes at my current job, as long as there are no holes and they are not, like, if they're white tennis shoes, you need to make sure that they are clean. So no dingy, grimy tennis shoes. But yeah, you could wear tennis shoes at my current job, but you couldn't at Regis. Or let me rephrase that. If you were a female employee and you dressed the way the majority of the male employees were dressed at Regis, which included wearing hoodies, you would have gotten talked to and probably let go. One of the things I'm grateful for, though, is that there was never any commentary about any of my jewelry, like my pentacles. Because there are some workspaces where, oh, if you want to wear a Star of David or a Christian cross, sure, whatever. We're all about religious freedoms. Until they see my pentacle. When I was working at CompUSA, I had multiple people tell me that it was unprofessional to wear something like that. Are you a Satan worshiper? My religion doesn't even believe in Satan? Doesn't acknowledge his existence? So, no? Yes, it is dumb and sexist. And like a couple of times my boss at CompUSA did ask me if I would at least consider not wearing it to work, and if I was going to wear it to work, could I wear it under my shirt? And I told him that if he was going to go and tell so-and-so to take off their Star of David and so to take off their crosses, I would consider it. But that's never something that happens, because the, you know, Abrahamic religions are sacrosanct, and neo-paganism or anything like that is considered, it's not, it can't possibly be real, and it can't be a real religion because there are too many sects. And have you seen how many sects of Christianity there are? Anyway, so yeah, I actually do have a lot of really nice office wear. Let me talk to you.
Welcome. So tell me, what's the town's favorite mercenary looking for today?
To buy this song. That is the only thing that I am interested in. I did not buy that. Thank you.
Wherever the hungry masses are. Come on, little guy, don't be scared. I won't bite.
The only reason I care about getting the music is because there's an achievement for finding all the music.
If you think about it, the reality.
I've seen that poster. There's one.
It'd be nice if you found them in order so that you could know when you missed one. But no. You find one, and then you find 3, and then you find 27.
If the planet's a living being, we should be learning more. I think we all know.
More people.
Our daughter deserves to.
Okay, so... Shoot fly. Shoot. Tifa wanted to go back to Stargazer to rest.
Don't take your eyes off it.
Damn trainees.
I swear I remember there was something on that.
A kettle? Serial numbers filed.
Never ask folks about their suppliers. They don't take kindly to questions.
So I was at the Honeybee Inn.
Ah!
Not that you or me know anything about that. Don't rush it and drop your tools. Take your time now, okay?
There we go. I do not like hip-hop this chocobo.
So he's the rat slayer. News this good just has to have been.
So he's the rat slayer, really? Is that what I'm going to be known as now? The rat slayer?
We truly owe you a debt of gratitude.
Is it true that you'll take on
The
any
watch is
monster?
saying they're gonna step up their game.
Huh? Someone's back awful early. Not that I mind. Would you two be dears and swap your filters out for me? I left them in your rooms.
Sure thing.
Not so fast, you. Do me a favor. She needs a friend. A real friend.
We're already friends.
So when she talks, are you really listening? Thinking about her and her feelings? Or are you just going through the motions? Go on.
Like, if I was to wear a band t-shirt to work, so long as it didn't have any objectionable graphics, I'd be fine. If I wore a politically motivated shirt that said abortion is healthcare, that would be frowned upon. Even though we're kind of a healthcare company.
Let's take care of this real
kind of.
quick, okay?
Sure.
Come over when you're done.
I still don't know why the doors open out instead of in. That makes sense to me. My front door swings in. All of my bedroom doors in my entire life have always swung in. You changed the filter. Maybe you should change the filter on your mouth, you damn fool. Look, Tifa's apartment is actually kind of homey.
I'll be done in a bit.
Huh? I can't read her handwriting there. Air Music Gallery, we are music lovers.
Finally. So, after you left the village, I let you off the hook before, back at the hall, but not this time.
Well, when we were kids, everybody wanted to be a soldier, right?
Yeah, I remember they were on the news every day during the war.
Thing is, by the time I finally made it in, they didn't need heroes anymore. It was nothing like what we dreamt of. It was just working for Shinra. Just...
I'm sorry. I know it's a touchy subject.
Not exactly small talk. Especially with someone you haven't seen in a while.
I get it. Still, it's kind of funny. Us going our separate ways, thinking that must be it. That we'd never meet again. And then here, of all places, we do. You know what? We should totally celebrate. Let's dress up and hit the town.
Really?
We've got a choice coming up, and I want you to make it.
I mean, why not? It'll be fun.
Do you even have fancy clothes?
Not like fancy, but I'll figure something out. What do you think would suit me, huh?
Refined, sporty, or exotic, it will determine her dress later on in the game. I've seen all three, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm sorry about how squeaky my chair has been. Exotic it is.
Something exotic?
Really? Then again, if we're making an effort, be sure to pick an outfit that goes with mine, okay?
Will do.
This is gonna be so much fun. You'll see.
Yeah. Maybe.
And on that happy note,
Yeah,
I think
it
it's time we
squeaks
headed back to the
a
bar.
lot, actually.
Come on.
You don't need a break?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Moral isn't always right, you know.
Like, Tifa's outfit, cute though it is, would be completely office inappropriate. And technically so would Cloud's, and I don't just mean because of his hand stuff or the giant sword. He doesn't have any
We
sleeves.
took care of the filters, so we're gonna head back to the bar now.
Take care, you two. Oh, you're looking pretty chipper.
I don't feel that different.
Must be my imagination, then. Anyway, keep your wits about you, Merc. A token of my appreciation. Be good to her.
Crescent Moon Charm obtained. I think the only thing we have left is... that is not what I said. Let's go back to the bar.
Maintaining surveillance.
My husband decided to go to the station.
Good riddance to those rodents.
Another day
Yeah, well, I'm glad that it's not being picked up by the mic. It's when it does squeak though, it's really annoying.
And here we are. You must be tired.
Same as you, I guess.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute, build up some savings.
I see. So, what'll it be? Want to head back out for a little while?
There's nothing left to do.
We're back.
Did you have fun?
Lots of fun.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
Right now? Then the plan is...
Marlene, wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
Looks like we're officially on for tomorrow night then. Gotta go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about my pay.
You'll get your money. So sit down and shut up until we're finished. Double time, Tifa.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer. In the meantime... grab a seat. What'll it be?
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
I don't think I've ever taken the other option. One of these days I should. I didn't see you put any bitters in it.
Well, most people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
Ah, but you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case...
You didn't put anything else in it. Well, how did it turn red?
Our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
Beautiful.
I gotta go. Enjoy.
Huh?
Hey, you see the news? The reactor bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public enemy #1. Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the clear for now. But we'll want to capitalize on this momentum. Speaking of which, you coming on the next one?
For the right price.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a raise. Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die... If I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional. Like you.
I can't wait until they re-release Crisis Core. Let's, can't go that way. I guess it's time to play some darts. Winning the game with 8 darts is the goal. I think I remember how to do this. That was terrible. And the problem is... I am so not gonna make it. I keep forgetting that I have to pay attention to like 3 different things where I'm aiming, which by the way is a lot harder than it looks. And entirely too many darts. Not even on the board.
Maybe just chill a bit.
No. I have done this before. I have the achievement to prove it. And just so that we're clear, this is not as easy as it looks either. "12 darts, that's a lot closer. I need to shave 3 darts off." No. 5 darts off. I need to shave 5 darts off. Just to beat Wedge, I need a 7. Which means basically I need bullseyes. What? I started out with basically what was going to be a perfect game. Yeah, I busted. It's really hard to hold your hand that steady. That's 10 darts. Again. Way to time myself. Okay, I'm gonna try something. That didn't. Here. That's still not good enough. I can do it! I only need to shave off 3 more darts. It's a terrible throw. Seven! I did it. Actually, that did not take as long as it did my first time. The first time I ever did this, it took me hours. I was also playing on my PS4, though. Happy witch. Okay. Pizza.
The real deal, huh? What was up with that girl anyway? The real deal, huh?
Real Flower wants to know what's up with the girl who gave him the flower. About the store. Today's menu is the same as in the item shop. Soft drink. Is that sprinkler soda star? It's P-R-I-K. Coffee drink, milk. Coconut? Milk coconut? I don't know. I play the pinball game? No? Or this pinball game? No? Okay. Bye! I'm leaving! No, can't do that either. Eggs and chips. Eggs and chips. Speaking of, I'm kind of in the mood for an egg.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
No, it's Mom's.
Guess that's that then.
What, they kick you out?
We agreed to disagree. So, you want another drink?
Tifa! Time to celebrate. Break out all the good stuff.
Oh, sure.
We won't be needing you for this next job. Feel free to look for work elsewhere.
Fine by me. That's how I like it. No contract, no obligation.
Figured you'd say that. Here, the rest of your payment, along with a little extra for your exemplary service.
Yep, he only owed us 900.
Business. Gonna have to ask you to leave now. This here's a private affair.
Sorry, I tried. We talked it over, but in the end, we didn't want to put so much on you. This is our fight.
Jesse, what's the holdup?
Be right there. No hard feelings, huh?
It's fine.
Let's talk more after I'm done here, okay?
Really, it's fine.
Come on, Jesse, I'm dying here.
I'll catch you later. Sorry to keep you thirsty boys waiting.
That is a good egg. No, Mama's it.
That hit the spot.
Damn, Biggs. Slow down.
Keep it tight. Ain't no room for error come tomorrow.
More reason to live it up now.
Yep. Best way to clear your head so you...
We'll talk later. I promise. Sorry, you were saying? It's been too long since we did this.
When the job's done, we're done. Your words. Okay, what were we talking about?
Not since we went on that all-night bender.
But he was afraid we'd lean on you too much if we took you along. So, where'd we leave off? They did not give us...
Can't expect anyone but a true believer to stand tall if everything goes sideways. Oh, my bad. Continue.
It was an amicable separation.
I'd offer to share, but, you know. Where were we?
Can't believe it's already been a year. I don't know how we managed.
Well, I do. It was you guys going above and beyond. Thank you.
No need for that, boss. We all knew...
Why is everything in sepia?
Yeah, but when shit hits the fan, it's good to know.
What's up with them?
Shut up and wait. We'll find them soon enough.
So he's the rat slayer. Seems like the...
Hey, brother. You from around the way?
I guess.
No big man with a big gun strapped to his right arm?
Heard he set up shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
That depends.
Ah, clever. Smell an opportunity to make some scratch, do you?
500.
200.
3.
Whatever, man. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk. Walk with me.
These guys make me laugh. They walk like they have the biggest balls ever. No, that was Mama's egg. Mama's eggy.
I said move. Look at all these assholes staring at us.
This shithole's got nothing on Wall Market. Am I right? Word of advice, Blondie. Don't piss off my friend here. You'll be real sorry.
Unless you got some kind of death wish, then be my guest. After you, brother. And don't worry, I ain't the backstabbing type. Most days.
I don't have a second person to help.
Spill it. You know where the bastard's hiding, don't you?
I told you before. That depends.
Oh yeah? You wasted my time.
Shinra's time, you mean?
Shinra knows better than to stick its nose in my boss's business.
Like I give a shit.
You piece of shit!
Now all the hoodlums have all the same weaknesses, so no point in scanning more than one of them.
I'm right here! Come on!
Time to burn. Big man with a big gun for an arm, right?
Hey,
Why do you want him?
just a grunt following orders, you know? Nobody tells me shit. Let me walk away, please.
So long. So if they weren't Shinra, then... not my problem. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. Get some rest.
They were Don Corneo's men.
Hey, this look like a...
Got the latest and greatest Shinra
Welcome.
for you right
Let me know if you need help.
Nobody's even selling yet.
I have 93 effing potion.
a kettle?
Solid gold. Ornamental. Rich people have the weirdest taste.
I've seen them around here.
How's about you and
Thanks to the awesome new...
It's the mercenary! Yay!
Apparently it was done by a...
Shinra can't afford.
Everyone I know said they felt a lot better after talking to
watch is a
Marl
lot
about their
Until Great job. You are our only hope against that beast.
Goodbye, monsters.
I kind of don't want to leave the area because this is the best spot for leveling up for a long time.
Seriously.
This game doesn't have a big open world for you to go roam around. So you only have the space that they give you.
That it? Piece of cake.
Ah, dang it.
That's that.
I'm probably going to have to apologize here. You're more than likely going to end up just calling at the end of the night because, the owls are talking to me again. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight, guys. I really, really do apologize, but there's no way that this is going to be short enough that when I get back, I'll be able to continue. So I'm going to say goodnight. Sleep tight. Don't let the Fae bite. I'll see you guys in the next stream. And we'll try to make sure that we're ready to continue on and actually move out of this area before we start back up.